The Corn Exchange in Old Town in Swindon has been a focal point since the mid-1850s, and during its life it's undergone many changes which have adapted to the needs of the people of Swindon. So it's a little sad to see it in its current form. But in a special two-part programme, we're going to have a look at the history, the life, the times and the future of the Corn Exchange. The editor of Swindon Heritage magazine, Graham Carter, has actually been following the story of the Corn Exchange for pretty well most of your life, haven't you?
Yeah, and it's a long story actually, and it goes back really before this building was built, because this was a marketplace. First market in Swindon was in at least 1259, so that's 750 years really of, and this has got its part in that history.
So maybe describe what was here originally, where we're standing.
Just a marketplace. Over the years, various different things. There was a story in the 19th century of it being sort of an umbrella, a big umbrella in the middle.
Now this area is now known as Old Town. The new town developed. Describe how that all happened.
It happened almost overnight actually, because in the 1840s the railways came to Swindon, and it was all that history before that, and within 10 years the new part of the town had outgrown the old part of the town. So this building, when it was built in 1852, the first part of it, was sort of to re-establish Old Town as the place to be in Swindon. It was a town hall, and when they added the side bit in 1865, sort of it became an entertainment centre. It's been a roller skating rink, it's been a cinema, there were dance bands in the 50s, there was pop and rock in the 60s, there was bingo in the 70s, and even now the state that it is in sort of reflects the time, because it's of an era when people stayed at home and watched the Sky TV and the internet, and maybe it's time that people started coming out to these sort of places again.
So Graham, the facade that we see here today, this is actually part of the original building.
Yeah, this is the original building from 1852. People quite often think it's only one building, but it's two. This is 1852 here, and the tower and the bit behind it was 1865.
We've got some fantastic aerial shots here which really give you an idea of the size of the site.
Yeah, and the layout, because as well as this large hall, you had the triangular butter market on the side, and that must have been something to see in its day, because there was a fountain and a glass dome over the top.
And looking at the top there of the clock tower, I'm thinking, is that the tallest point in Swindon?
I think so, yeah, 80 foot above the hill which looks down on the whole of Swindon, and the Victorians would have looked down on the growing railway town and seen it all from the top of the tower, and hopefully soon we'll be able to do the same thing.
So we go from the clock tower into another part of the building. What part is this?
Yeah, this was another part built in 1865. It's really an extension of the Corn Exchange. It's a larger hall for the Corn Exchange.
It's remarkable though, isn't it? Under all this debris, there's this cast iron staircase. So Graham, it's quite a view from up here today, but it's covered in shrubbery and buddleia. Maybe describe the scene that it would have been back in its heyday.
Well, in the 60s it wouldn't have been buddleia, it would have been the Hollies, because there were quite a few bands from the 60s played here, big names. Before that it was the big bands of the 1950s, and we've got the lovely picture of the roller skaters just before the First World War.
So it's amazing, Graham, this building, even in its current state, you can still feel the energy from its heyday when it was a cinema or a dance hall and all the other things it's been.
Yeah, a lot of different things to a lot of different people, and a lot of different memories, I think, if the people could come back. But over the years, I think it's sort of struggled to find its identity, being so many different things, and I just wonder whether the heyday is still to come.
Well, talking of the heyday still to come, in the second part of this programme we're going to be talking to Steve Rosier, whose aim is to bring this building into the 21st century and give the Corn Exchange a brand new lease of life.